Reading, Pennsylvania. Hey, everyone. Hi, this is
We're
Amy
back.
and Lisa. We are live. This is kind of like our little holiday little thing. We usually do a live once a month. We're kind of coming up with plans for next year, aren't we, Lisa?
We are. We've got some fun stuff to talk about.
Yeah, which I'm really kind of excited about. We'll see about, keep, engaging with each other, maybe, formalizing some fun topics, maybe focus our lives on a certain things. But the main part of this whole live thing is keeping it light, keeping it fun. We are inundated with massive amounts of info that not always is positive. And I just want to stay positive. I just want to stay fun and light
Yes,
because I think we need a little more of that in our lives. Don't you think, Lisa?
I think so. And some people love your earrings. And
Oh,
they talked
yes.
about our red coordinating sweaters today because it's the
It's
holidays. Let's
Christmas.
have fun.
Oh, I said it on Instagram Live, but happy Hanukkah, because I know that's a big time of year right now for the Jewish faith. But a Merry, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It
Everyone.
is a great time of year
Hmm.
to kind of refocus on what we should really be focusing on, which is really about each other, being thankful,
Yes.
appreciating, but most
Thankful.
importantly, giving back and giving of service or doing something for the betterment of our family, a stranger, not your favorite nonprofit, or
Oh,
whatever it
yeah.
may be. So
Amen, sister. Amen to that.
my prayer is because Christmas reminds me that hope is always alive, not just after Chris, not just during Christmas, but after Christmas. For some reason, we kind of shut down after Christmas season is over. By the time the new year comes, around
Yeah.
January, we're all like, oh, geez, it's boring, doldrum. I mean, we all hibernate, but that's not the time to lose hope and that spirit
Mhm.
of Christmas because it can be all year long. So,
It
anyway,
is. It is all year long.
Merry, Merry Christmas, you guys.
Yay, yay. Well, we've got, oh, Bunny Bronson says she's in Cincinnati. Hey,
Oh, well,
Bunny.
hi,
I'm
Bunny.
glad you're
Nice to see
watching.
you.
Yeah, she's from
We,
Florida. What's she doing there?
we had the pleasure of meeting up with her, gosh, a year ago?
Yes, she took the train out here from
Okay,
Florida.
does time fly or what?
It's crazy.
Can
Crazy
we
about
believe
time.
December 1st?
No,
Hello.
no, yeah, no.
You mentioned earlier in the thing, 24 days till Christmas, people. 24 days.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who has all their shopping done.
Ah, not me. Do
I didn't
you?
raise nope, I didn't raise my hand either. But you know what? I have a lot because I've got 7 grandkids to buy for. 7.
Wow, wow.
And so my upstairs, needless to say, Chris and I aren't working out, but in our workout room, I'll be working out wrapping presents.
Ooh.
But I have a lot of packages up there for the grandkids. But I have to go through them because I'm almost like, did I buy too much? Oh, maybe I should return this. Okay, I got to rethink on this gift or
Yeah.
whatever. Because
Did you order a lot of things online or did you do a lot of shopping?
no, I personally like shopping.
Me too.
It's much easier to return things. I'm horrible at returning things, or I do not like that process. I'm not very good at confrontation.
Yeah.
I have to deal with Delta, on a flight that we had going to Italy, and it's probably expired. Chris is gonna not like me anymore, but
Uh-oh.
they owe us a refund
Oh, really? Oh, yes.
because they had changed the flight and we had upgraded, but that upgrade was no longer available when they changed the flight. And I'm like, excuse me, but
You
you
paid
need to
for that.
refund that portion of the money back to me. And so we'll see what happens. But oh, the process, I hate it. I hate
I
it.
know. I know.
You know?
Sometimes I'm at the point now, if I buy something that doesn't work out, I donate it somewhere. I
Yeah.
really don't have the time to go back and
And when you say it doesn't work out, it means you changed your mind or you didn't like
yeah,
it, and it's
yeah,
still a good
something.
product and
Right,
stuff.
right, right.
Yeah.
Something just you think, oh, this will be great, and then you get it and go, why did I buy that?
Yeah.
One of
Oh, I
those
know.
things. But Yeah.
Well, that's the
Everything.
thing. When you buy stuff online, you have a certain image of maybe the quality, the expectations of it, how it's going
Mm-hmm.
to work, the feel of it, and everything. And then when you get it,
Oh,
like,
I
wait a
have a
minute,
great, I have a
it,
great story. I have a great story. I went on Facebook and I bought these beautiful, they were supposed to be like a potted plant topiary with sparkling lights and all this. And it was a Facebook thing, right?
yeah.
I got them. They were like 6 inches tall. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
not for the fireplace. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that was a total ripoff.
Yeah.
And again, where do you send that back to?
Yeah.
Nowhere. No man's
Okay.
land.
You know what? The one site that I really like a lot is Etsy because these
Yes.
people have, supposedly really have made their stuff. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be so cool to buy these bowling pins, wooden bowling pins with a ball.
Oh,
I must have not read all the
the
description
details.
part of it. They were nicely made, very
Oh,
well done. I mean, it was, but I thought the bowling pin would be, this high. No, it's like,
I know.
excuse me, it's like a mini bowling pin.
They put it in the hidden.
I'm
Yeah. The
like, wait a
hidden
minute,
part.
that's not what I was
I
expecting.
hate that.
Because I thought it'd be kind of cute,
Yeah.
to give to Mateo or maybe Radley or, just
Yeah.
a fun toy that the older kids could help him play and little bowling thing.
Yeah. But
So it looks like Mimi's going to be keeping that one.
oh, I love it. I love it.
Excuse me.
Well, yes, you're recovering from a little cold. I had one 2 weeks ago. It's just
I think
going around
everyone is.
everybody. Yeah, I think
Chris
so
is,
too.
he has not been up to par in the last several days. In fact, you know, when I don't hear his sarcastic humor, I get a little worried. I'm like, okay, what's wrong?
Yeah,
What did
that's
I
his
do?
way.
What did
That's
I
his
do?
way.
Or, he's a little mopey and stuff. I'm like, and I think it's just he's just not feeling very well
Yeah,
and putting up Christmas lights and stuff like that. But yeah, we're all recovering and
I
it's
know. I
like,
had it
oh
too.
my gosh.
It's almost like that RSV or something they were talking about, but
Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
whole
But I
bunch.
will say this though, RSV is take it seriously to some degree because I'm not one to panic,
Hmm.
but Zachary almost died from RSV. But this was what 32 years ago. So can you imagine 32 years ago? He was like 9 months. And so a lot has happened in that time when it comes to medical stuff. And so we didn't know about it at the time, but they said RSV, and he had to have these nebulizer treatments. And I think he
Oh,
was in the hospital for at least a week or
oh my
something.
gosh.
And being a premature baby in only 9 months, his lungs may have not been fully developed. And the whole point being is, as parents, don't panic. But when you have a kid that uh, has labor breathing, that
Hmm.
might be
Hmm.
the time to, go check it out with your doctor or go in. Because RSV is
Serious.
can be a serious thing, especially for, I would say, infants, toddlers.
Mhm. But even adults are getting it too.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's do some shout outs.
I know. Yeah.
I said hi to Bunny Bronson. I have Susie Savage from Michigan.
Oh, yeah, Susie.
Yeah,
Boy, why does that name sound familiar? Susie Savage.
I don't know.
But Michigan, hello. And Rhonda Coates from Seattle, Washington.
We have Bev Curry from South Carolina.
And Robert Gentry from New Jersey.
Ooh,
We got a
ooh.
Jersey boy here. All
All
right.
right. Here's Innisfil, Canada. I have a Lee from the UK. Welcome, Lee. Let's grab a few more people out here. They're all jumping on.
Oh, we have someone from Spokane, Washington,
I
Texas,
saw
New York, St.
Sabrina.
Louis,
Oh, uh,
Florida, Utah,
Omaha. Belinda from Omaha.
Napoleon, Michigan. We got
Oh,
Alabama,
oh. Spanway, Washington. Lavella. Hi there.
Newark, Ohio.
Tampa,
Lots of people.
Florida.
Well, can I give a special shout out to 3 people? One of
Yes.
them, you know.
Yes, I
My
do.
good friend Ellen, I'm not sure if she's watching right now, but I often forget to give her a big shout out to her because she's
Hey,
from
Ellen.
Michigan. I've known her since high school. So, hi, Ellen, if you are watching. My good friend Kay, we became pen pals when I was in fifth grade and she was in sixth grade. So, Kay, if you are watching, hi, thank you so much. I miss you guys. And our good friend Debbie.
Deb.
So, Debbie, if you are watching, hello, hello. One of these days, she's going to join me, and Lisa's
Yeah.
going to be at her house, and we're going to have I don't know, you and I will probably run her over or something, but
Or we can all get together at your house.
oh, that's true.
We've done that before. That
I
works.
meant run her over in conversation because we're so used to doing this, you and I. but but Debbie, hi, thank you so much. If you are watching, I hope so.
Yes, yes. Well, today is December 1st. I just
I
can't believe,
know.
like you said, holiday season. We're already here. We're going to talk about holiday season, new season for Little People, Big World. A couple
Oh my
last
gosh.
episodes have been kind of, good things to talk about.
Well,
And
yeah, I think they've been good. The first 5 episodes have aired. I know I haven't posted a lot on my social media, but I'm really hoping that you guys are watching. This has been a long, long road for this family and Little People Big World, and it keeps going. And we're
yeah,
definitely in kind of some really good stories, especially this last week. I know Tori posted
I,
it on her
yeah.
social media, and that was great. They another family was willing to be on TV, but having Zach and Tori host this family was wonderful,
Hmm. We'll
and
get
of
into
course,
that. We've
yeah.
got some questions, and yeah.
And Chris and I had a chance to play pickleball.
I love that. I want to play. That will be so
Well,
fun.
I'll tell you my little thoughts of a little person playing pickleball with 3 average-sized people. That's all I gotta say. Listen,
I know.
it's a tough one for me.
I
And for
know.
me, just to be able to be in the game, I
But you
count
looked
that
good.
as like a big
You were
kudos.
hitting. You were doing really well. I watched that episode. You were great.
Well, both Chris and I like to win.
Well, oh,
And
you
so,
definitely, Chris. Oh darn! I didn't.
yeah. But
We're
anyway,
doing a giveaway at the end of the show. So four
yes.
lucky winners will receive a holiday collection apron from Amy
Oh,
Moore Kitchen. And
and
what?
because it is the holidays,
Okay.
Lisa may not like me for this, but I
No,
think
what do
we'll be
you mean?
okay. We're going to also include our fudge, our 4 packet of fudge. So not only the apron, but the 4 winners will also get the
Oh,
fudge.
why
So
would
I
I be
kind of
mad at
wanted,
you about that?
I
That's
don't know.
fine.
I just wanted to kind of spice it up a little bit. It's the
Oh, it's so
holidays,
good. You guys will
you
love
know.
it. If you
Oh
haven't
yeah.
tried it, oh my
What
gosh.
what what are the flavors? Peppermint,
Yes, I have mine.
chocolate cherry cordial,
Dark chocolate
our
cherry
oh,
cordial.
dark
That's
chocolate
Chris's
cherry cordial.
cordial, and that's
And
Chris's favorite.
we better carry that into Valentine's Day, I hope.
Okay, yeah, we'll get that
And
in.
then
White
what's the other?
peppermint, white peppermint, and
No,
peanut. Oh, so we have white peppermint, peanut butter, classic chocolate, and
okay,
dark chocolate cherry cordial.
okay.
Yum.
I think next year we'll bring back that eggnog, maybe. But yeah, peanut
Oh,
butter. We have our famous
oh,
chocolate,
look at our
dark.
pictures.
I know, dark cherry cordial. Oh my gosh, dark chocolate cherry cordial, and then peppermint fudge. So anyway, you'll get the apron. Well, I think Navita put up a picture of the apron. But anyway, it's just a big giveaway. Thank you for you all just joining us. We just want to make this fun and happy and
Yeah,
kind of being a part of Amy Rolla. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I like
yeah.
that one.
Oh, I
I
like
like
that
that.
one.
I
I
like the
like that one.
maroon.
Well, when we announce the winners, there'll be one from each Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and
Twitter.
Twitter. Yes. And
Yeah.
so when we do, we'll announce your name, email me your address and which apron you like. So there's the snow globe or the holiday, and then it's the same fudge. So I'll send you an order of
Yeah.
for
But anyway, like I
options.
said, it's just a good way. So we'll let you know what that word is, that code or whatever it is,
Yeah, listen for the code. We have it, but we're not telling till the end of our show.
towards the end. Yeah,
Towards
towards the
the end.
end. But
Okay.
anyway.
Well, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh my gosh, you know what? It was like, well, Molly and Joel went down to Boise to visit Joel's family. Zach and Tori were going to host her family up at their place, and Jer and Odge went to uh, her parents' place. That's what I have to contend with. I never had to contend with what house am I going to go to for the holidays because I had no
Yeah.
family or friends here when I was raising my kids. But all my kids have their in-laws, nearby for the most part. And then Isabel went to visit her family with her brother Nico, and she took Mateo out in
That was
Iowa area. Anyway, so it's just going to be Chris and I. And I said,
right.
Jacob, you're coming over because no kid of mine is going to spend a holiday all by themselves. So he came over to our house. And unfortunately, some of Tori's family weren't feeling well. So they weren't going to go. Tori wasn't feeling very well at all.
Oh
And
God.
Zach calls me and, the day before, I think, or something, and says, Hey, mom, so what are you doing for Thanksgiving? I said, Well, it's just going to be Chris and I and Jacob. I said, Why? Because they already knew I wasn't going to go up there. And he goes, Well, do you think the kids and I can come? I
Of
said, Sure.
course. Yeah.
Why?
Why?
And, he told me the situation. I said, Zach, you know me,
Oh,
I'll always have plenty of food. However, I would have to say it was not my best Thanksgiving meal.
uh-oh.
Why? I have
Why?
no idea.
What?
You think, excuse me, you think you prep and everything. I made the pies the night before, but I changed things up. I should have stuck to my true know how on what I'm doing with my pies, but I changed it up.
Okay.
And so my pumpkin pie turned out pretty good. The cherry pie, Chris's favorite, did
Right.
not turn out very well
What happened?
because I took a shortcut.
Oh,
How I make my cherry pie is that I cook, I take the cherries and get the cornstarch going and help thicken it up. Because when you think about when you take a can of cherry
yeah.
filling, pie
Yeah.
filling, it's
That's
all
cool.
thick and everything. You go in there
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Anyway, oh, the juice was all runny and everything.
Oh.
And then I ended up overcooking the crust because I wanted it to thicken up and it never thickened up. I was so
Oh
livid
no.
and mad at myself. I couldn't even
Oh.
see straight.
Oh.
One thing you should not do because and the problem is I knew this, but I just wasn't thinking. I took like fresh green beans, in a package, fresh green beans.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm not using these in time. I'll just put them in the fridge.
Okay.
No, 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 no. You can't do that because they're fresh. They have still a lot of water content. I haven't, what do they call it? Blanched them,
Blanche. Blanche.
hard blanched them. And
Yeah.
then I could stick them in the freezer because when I brought them out, I'm like, really, Amy? Really? It's
Oh.
almost like this cold went to my head and my thinking
Oh.
and all my logical thinking about what I know about Thanksgiving dinner, cooking, baking, and everything went out the window. They were mushy. They were,
Oh.
oh my gosh. Thank
Oh.
goodness I bought potato rolls. But my turkey
Oh.
turned out well, and my potatoes
Okay.
and gravy turned out well. So,
That's the main course. And I'm sure everybody, you're your worst critic.
oh
So
gosh.
I'm sure everybody still loved it. It tastes good. So what? There's a little cherry juice. I mean, come on now. Come
No, no,
on.
no. It had to be a lot better than that. So
Oh,
I'm going to go back to my true know-how of what to do. But I was like, I'm the mom. I should be having this fantastic Thanksgiving dinner.
hey,
Zachary and the
just
kids are coming
just
over.
the fact that they knew they could always call mom. They're always
Yeah.
going to get a home cooked meal. That is, what isn't that? The true Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
family to
So we
gather
did
with.
send home a little turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy and stuff for Tori and some pie. So hopefully she enjoyed that.
Yeah,
And they had probably a little more stress free, relaxing Thanksgiving. But Tori's all better now, and
that's
stuff like
good.
that.
That's
But
good. Did
but
Chris
oh
do
my
any
goodness.
preparation or cleanup, or
Oh, he
Chris
does
or
cleanup.
husband?
No,
That's
Chris does
awesome.
cleanup. The one thing I love, what he does, I always hope that he gets every little tidbit from the turkey, but
Hmm.
he, what once we, eat dinner and everything like that, and we had uh, turkey sandwiches the next day for lunch for dinner because we just
Wonderful.
love it. And so then he cleans the turkey, meaning he cuts all the meat off and all this other stuff, and then gets rid of it. And I'm like, oh, hallelujah.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
so, and so, so yeah, he takes care of that, and I make my, I call them enchiladas. Totally wrong word. It should be really a turkey burrito. So I make
Hmm.
turkey burritos out of my leftover turkey, and if I have any
Yum.
leftover, then I'll make probably a turkey wild rice soup. But yeah,
Yummy, yummy. I
how
love
was
that.
yours? Real quick, how was
Uh,
yours?
yeah, I've been cooking my turkey on a Traeger grill for about 3 years now, smoking it just a little, not like heavy smoke, but I smoked it for an hour, baked it in the grill on the grill for 3 more hours, and it came out like slice it, and it was juicy, not
Yeah,
raw, but juicy. It was delicious. So, and we had it at my childhood home because my son and his girlfriend lived there where I
yeah.
grew up. I had one house my whole life. We never moved. Similar to
I
you,
know,
right?
same as me.
Yeah, same thing. I had one house my whole life, and my when my father finally passed and my mom passed, they gave the house to my son. So I
Yeah.
sat at the dining room table that I had my whole
Is that
life.
so weird?
It was so weird, but it was just so heartfelt, just warm, and I loved it.
That was one of the things that I'd really hoped about the farmhouse. Obviously, I don't want to bring that up because that one of the kids could have been able
Yeah,
to be there and stuff like that because it would have been nice to see that house with them creating their memories there,
right.
but
Yeah,
also having the past memories of them being raised there and
it
stuff.
means a lot. I can't tell you. If you have an opportunity to do that, why would you not? I mean, why would you
But
not have
life
that
goes on.
answer?
It's like my parents. They sold the Gary Street house that I grew up on, and but they moved to the cottage area where my grandparents, my dad's parents, stayed during the summer, and they went down to Florida in the winter, and so
Oh,
that's their home. So it was still familiar to me. It was still like part of
yeah,
the family. But anyway,
very
well,
cool.
good. And
Well,
here
let's,
we are into the holidays. So
I
shout out.
know. Yeah, let's do a few shout outs. Betsy
Oh yeah,
Benoit Bender, Amy
Puerto
Miller.
Rico.
Woo! Elba Ivy Cruz. She's saying hello. Loretta Truell.
A lot of people are spent Thanksgiving at Grandma's house, so that's kind of nice. We got
Oh,
Toronto, Canada.
Diana Pierce, she cooked a chicken. A lot of people do that. They cook a chicken if it's
Oh
just the
yeah,
two of them. They don't want a
yeah.
big turkey. So I
Or a
totally see that.
turkey breast. I
Yeah.
bought two of them because after right now you can't find them. So I bought
Oh,
two turkey breasts because we
oh,
love turkey sandwiches. So I might cook one in January, maybe another one in February, and I'll make soup with it, afterwards.
yummy. I actually bought
Allentown, Pennsylvania.
I bought chicken wings and I used that to cook down to help with my gravy this year. I
Oh yeah.
added, yeah, so that was kind of cool.
One thing I did, I brined my turkey
Useful.
with a water brine,
So
salt
did
water brine.
I. So did
I
I.
tell you, I would rather do a dry brine. It made the turkey moist and good and everything, but buying that big tub and
Oh,
all of that water and salt for the turkey, I said,
no, you have to get the one with the bag. So the brine, it makes the brine, and then you put the turkey into the bag that comes with it, and then you tighten it up, and that's
well, I
how it
did my
brines.
own.
Oh, well, I bought a seasoned one, like this buttery one. But what happened? I
I
put
did
it
my
in.
own.
Well, I put it in the turkey brine bag and it had holes in it. And I had to go get the postage tape and I
Yeah.
started taping around the turkey to keep the water from coming out.
You know what? It's so funny. That's what happened to me too. I'm like,
Oh,
this is a big mess.
yeah. But I do
So
like it. I
funny.
do like
Yeah.
it. Oh, here's Cindy from Cape Cod.
Oh, someone said they grilled their
Oh.
turkey. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can use a 5-gallon pail that's food safe. You could do that and keep it in your
Okay, we
garage.
got Chesapeake, Virginia, Kamloops, British Columbia, Mohonton, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. We got
Somebody,
Columbia.
somebody's saying they can't hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Some people
I
say
can hear
it's
you.
muffled. I don't know. I have
I
the
don't know.
thing right here. The
Bristol,
microphone.
Connecticut. I think
Hmm.
it said Connecticut. Oh
Prince
dear.
George,
West
Canada.
Cork. Oh, West Cork, Ireland. Ireland.
Ireland.
I hope to
Ooh.
come back to your country one day.
Mill Creek, Washington. Port St. Lucie.
Oh, Oxford, Michigan is not too far from where my sister lives. Clarkston. I think
Oh.
Oxford and Clarkston aren't too far away, are they? Yep, someone from Northern Ireland. Oh my
Oh.
goodness. I
Rose
love you.
Wideness said she could hear me. Angela from Tacoma said she can hear us. Okay. So maybe turn up your volume if you can't hear me. I don't
Oh,
know.
bless your heart, Lisa. People can hear you. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
I
Can you hear
told
me?
you to never say that to me, bless your heart, because I know what that really means. And it doesn't mean bless your heart. So come on now.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it
Let's
does.
ask the audience. Do you know what bless your heart really means if you're from the South? Let Amy
Oh,
know
I don't know about
what does
that.
that really mean? Okay. I want to see.
Well, bless your heart is like, oh, isn't
Well,
that
that's not what
nice?
no, that's not what it means.
Oh, well, I don't know what bless your heart means then. Winnipeg,
Oh,
Manitoba, Brooklyn, New York.
oh, Brooklyn. Woohoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone's watching Home Alone. Oh, you're watching Home Alone? We're listening to this. I love
Do
it.
do 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 do. I love
But we
that.
got Vermont. Okay, let's get going here.
Okay, let's do some more. How about some questions? Holiday
Yes.
questions. This is from Kirby from Instagram. Hi, Amy. Me and my 7-year-old love your show so much. What is your favorite Christmas childhood memory?
Oh, man. Boy, that's a tough one. Because, man, I have to go back a lot of years.
Oh, wait. Kelly Wagner said that bless your heart means no, you're an idiot. Just so you know that. Bless your, or you're pitiful. Wait, let's look. Bless your heart still means
Oh,
meant to
Kissimmee,
make
Florida.
it means to
Okay,
make
bless your
fun of
heart still
somebody.
means just that. Oh,
It's a
see,
no, it's a condescending statement.
but
It's
that's from the
sarcastic.
South. Someone from Oregon. See, different parts of the country take different meaning. Someone said, I think it was from Oregon, said, bless your heart means just that. Bless your heart.
It can
Meaning
mean
it was thoughtful. It was like, okay. Someone said they could
bless your
see something.
cotton picking heart. They said they could see your tree.
Oh, yeah. See my little tree there?
My
Oh,
grandma would say, bless your cotton picking heart, and you know
oh,
what
there's my
that
tree.
meant. Just saying. Okay.
But anyway, my favorite childhood memory.
Yeah. Christmas memory.
You know what? Gosh, there's so many. I've written a couple of these in my book, A Little Me, which you can get at Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. I would say, in fact, I was just thinking about this the other day. I don't know how old I was. I might have had the wrong age in the book because I can't remember. I could have been 10 in late elementary school or something like that because I can't imagine me doing that at 9, 10 years old. So maybe I was in high school. Who knows? Anyway, I was born and raised up in the United Methodist Church, and one year we did a live nativity scene. And so we had someone be Joseph, Mary, of course we had a baby doll for baby Jesus. Someone might have brought some live animals, and then we had people be the 3 kings, the 3 wise men, and the shepherds. I happened to be the angel. And so the
Yay!
angel, climbed up the ladder so I could overlook the manger scene that we had, that. But we did it all 3 services. I think we did it 7, 9, and 11.
I love that
And I
story.
also sang in the choir, and I also was in the bell choir. So for me, Christmas Eve and Christmas was all about telling the story and the meaning of Christmas and everything. And I tell you, I was just so honored and proud to be the angel, because the angel to me is about, letting everyone know what was happening, what was coming. This was
Right.
foretold, letting the shepherds know you need to go and see this new baby that was born, letting Mary know
I love
guess
it.
what's happening to you, and freaking her out
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Letting Joseph know, don't let Mary go. This is what was supposed to happen, and you need to be with her to help her. And the wise men, don't go to King Herod. You need to still continue on.
Right.
And with the shepherds, the lowliest of jobs, and with the wise men who are rich and everything. I mean, to me, that
Beautiful.
just magnified the whole story of Christmas for me, and still does to this day.
I love that. That's an
So
awesome
anyway,
story. Awesome story.
you know me, I
Uh,
can never answer a question yes or no or this or that.
we'll get through some. Okay, Jamie Heckle from Instagram. What are your plans for Christmas?
You know what? That is, excuse me, that is still up in the air. Chris and I will be here, and sometimes in the past, my kids have always wanted to enjoy their Christmas day just by themselves with their own family and stuff like that. Some of them may come over, later in the evening. So I still got to talk with them as to what their plans are. I know that Molly and Joel just be up in Spokane,
Oh,
and one year, I hope to be up there for Christmas one year.
I bet you'll
But
make it up there.
but they're just gonna hunker down at home in Spokane. So I'm not sure what Jacob and Isabel will do, whether I'll have Christmas dinner Christmas Day,
Mm,
or I've often told my kids that if it's too complicated for you, too stressful Christmas Day, I get it. Either the day after Christmas Eve or the day
right.
before Christmas Eve, because I like to go to Christmas Eve service too, and stuff like that. So I'm not sure when it comes to family. Sometimes with all of that gift giving, I
Yeah.
mean, kids are just ripping into gifts. I mean, I got 7 grandkids, people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all these people are just ripping. So I wouldn't mind just doing a Christmas with Jared and Audge's family, Zach and Tori's family, and Jacob and Isabel's family. But Jacob and Isabel, whoever they want to join in, they can.
Yeah. That's good. That's
So
good.
we'll see.
What are some favorite holiday traditions with your kids and grandkids? From Haley Rowland.
Oh, wait a minute. Any tips on planning a Christmas vacation for my family in the mountains?
I was going to get to
Lovely
that
Rose. Oh, you were going to skip that one, huh? You
because
know what?
it's already 4:33. Just saying.
Okay. I think one of the things
We have a little
for
outline.
planning in a way holiday is to lower your expectations. Don't expect the kind of Christmas as if you were in your own home. You had plenty of
Good
time to do
advice.
all the cooking and the baking and the gift wrapping. Maybe have other people enjoy their Christmas and save 1 or 2 gifts so that you can open in this
Mhm.
mountain, up in the mountains. Plan some activities that y'all can do together. Have some indoor stuff for those that don't want to, go outside or something. Do some outside stuff that you can, if there's snow, outside stuff. But and then just really make the dinner simple, because it's really about gathering together and really appreciating, what Christmas is all about, and being there with family and stuff like that. So anyway,
I
favorite
like that.
holiday traditions with your kids and grandkids? Well, grandkids, I haven't really established anything yet, but with my kids, I did pretty much what I did growing up, and that was make Christmas Eve was not a big dinner. We definitely went to Christmas Eve service, and then when we came home, I did a lot of appetizer type of thing, because that's how I grew up. We did,
Mm.
appetizers, because to prepare 2 big meals
Yeah,
2
that's a
days
lot
in
of
a row is
food.
just too much.
Yeah,
And
charcuterie
so,
board, someone just
yeah,
said. Yeah.
I did cheese, I did dips, I did, little, meatballs, I made little meatballs. Oh, the thing I think my kids loved were those, mini wiener dogs, you know, those little,
Smokies, little
yes,
smokies.
smokies, little meat mini, wiener things, and I dipped it in like a barbecue sauce, and my kids loved that, or I
Mm.
wrapped it in the, puff pastry thing, cooked it
Ooh,
that way or something.
that's
But
funny.
that was one really a tradition that I hopefully my kids remember, but
Cocktail Franks.
yeah, cocktail franks.
Little bitty waiters, I don't know. Sorry, I just had to go there.
That was good, Lisa. Ooh, that was good. And so,
Pigs in a blanket, someone called it
oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
pigs in a blanket, yeah. And so, I just did some fun appetizer things for the kids, and they loved it because they could come and go. I did veggies and dips, and and I had little cookies out and stuff like
Nice.
that. So hopefully the kids remember that, but that's what I remember doing with the kids the older that they got. And I let them open up one gift, and then
Oh.
I'd usually read the story of
Mhm.
Christmas so that, when
Yeah.
and then
So
I'd be
they
up,
know
well, especially when they're young, I'd be up till
wrapping.
2, 3 o'clock wrapping, thinking, "This is
Yeah.
supposed to be the gift of Jesus, and
Why are
why are these gifts
all
extending
these
halfway into the living room?"
right, right,
But
right.
anyway.
Well, I'm a little sad this year because we've had I'm my dad's full Italian on my dad's side, and for 103 years we had a Christmas Eve with the pyro side of the family.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
PIRO is our pyro. And when COVID hit, we had 2 years where we didn't get together. There were over 50 of us. Our cousins, what would be our parents, then they passed, then cousins, then their kids, and then their kids. And so this year we decided just to have the cousins, the original cousins, get together and go have an Italian meal out
Oh, yeah?
instead of this huge
Yeah,
spread because
yeah,
our kids have not really, we all live different lives. And by the time, 8 cousins are around, then their kids and their kids, it just kind of got kind of far. But it's sad
yeah.
because we always had the lasagna and the meatballs and the pasta, and then you'd have
Yeah.
the leftover pasta the next
Well,
day.
the
And
thing that you could do is, maybe not do it every year, but do it every other year.
hmm,
So that's something more to look forward
that's
to
a good
instead of this big
idea.
thing, or maybe do it
Oh,
more in the early December instead of jam packing it in so close to Christmas.
yeah, that's a good idea. Well, and
Ooh,
ooh,
ooh.
okay, I'm going to suggest that when we meet next week for dinner. So, okay, cool. All right. Well, I wanted to say Holly Wagner also said, and this is very cool. She was going to do all of her recipes, make all of her traditional Christmas recipes, and then photograph them and make a scrapbook journal with them. And guess what? We're coming out with a cookbook in the
Wait a minute.
spring.
Wait a minute. Repeat that again. Sorry, I was reading someone's, thing.
Really? Oh, you're
Sorry.
not even paying attention to me? Okay.
I was reading someone's comment, I'm sorry.
So Holly Wagner, I wrote it down. She said she's going to make all of her traditional recipes. She's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
take pictures of them and make a scrapbook slash journal to
Mhm.
keep all those in. And
Yeah,
that's what we're coming up with, a recipe book, a
yeah,
cookbook coming up, a hardback cookbook for the spring. And we're going to put journal pages in there. So
yeah,
you can put all that in there. That, I
yeah.
mean, how do you keep getting those traditions, moving on with those traditions if you don't write them down?
And the thing to me about that whole thing, for me anyway, it becomes more and more significant as time goes on because so
Yeah.
many people order out, so many
Yes.
people do other things, and it's like having something of a recipe that someone took the time to make. It put their
Yes.
little spin on it, and, it's just that is gonna become such a treasure and so valuable,
Even if it's one
over
thing,
time. Yeah,
right? Because it brings you back to home. Food
yeah,
gathering around the table, just like you always say, it brings people back to that memory, the smells, the aromas of things. It's just
Because I
great.
know, like, ordering, because there's a lot of working families out there too, and I totally get that.
Yeah,
And ordering out and having Uber Eats or whatever it is, come and deliver your food and stuff like that is easy, and at least you guys can sit down at the table and quickly eat a meal before you're rushing off
right.
to something else. But the process of taking those ingredients and turning it into something, there is something to be said about that as well. And
Hmm.
that's why I think, reading a recipe book, I mean, I got lots of them from people I follow, and I enjoy it because it's
Yeah.
it'll be hard to find that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And it's
Hmm.
something you can so pass it down. And in the recipe book, even the one we're putting out, it's got some pages in it. But even in the recipe, if you tweak it, you mark it in there. What did you change? What did you add or
Right,
something? And then
right.
you hand down that recipe book to your kids. It's a part of you,
Yeah.
it's, yeah,
Well, and someone just said their kids request a certain dinner every year.
yeah,
That's their
yeah,
tradition. And like our tradition is making my dad's meatballs. So that's our tradition.
yeah.
And what do you have one like for Christmas Day that you
You know what? I think because it was just me and I didn't have other people bring sides or everything like that, I think I changed it up often. Some
oh,
Christmases we would have ham. Some Christmases
oh,
we would have a turkey again. Some Christmases we would have like a beef roast. I don't, well, when my younger kids, I don't think I did prime rib, but something.
oh. I did
And
that for New Year's. That's always our New Year's
yeah.
dinner was prime rib.
And so I just really made it simple. I mean, the one thing that we always had at Thanksgiving and or Christmas at the time was because you're feeding kids. I made
Yeah.
Jello salad, meaning
Oh,
I had like cherry Jello or cranberry
that's a
Jello.
Midwest thing. That's a
Oh, it
Midwest
is.
thing. I was reading somebody's comments about that. Total Midwest Jello
And so
salad.
I put in some of their favorite fruit. It was just bananas and some of the mandarin oranges, apples, something, that they would enjoy and have fun, but still have the flavor. Because at the time, kids didn't like cranberry sauce and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Wow. Susan
yeah.
Carter said they had lobster for Christmas dinner. Wow,
Wow.
that sounds really
I
good.
wonder where you live.
Yeah, where do
You
you
must
live,
live on the
Shelley?
coast. Oh, shrimp and steak. They do lobster, shrimp, and steak.
Oh, let's
What do
be on the
they
coast.
do they call that? Surf and turf?
Surf and turf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Wow. Yes, Jello is great. Yes, Midwest thing.
Midwest.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
you know where I think I heard that? I've been watching, do you watch the holiday baking championships or holiday food championships where they get together and they have judges and they
You
put
mean
together
on the Food
desserts?
Channel, Food
Yeah, the
Network?
food. Yeah. I've
Well, they
been
got a lot of competition shows out there. They got the baking one. They got everything.
yeah, well that's where I heard the Jello thing. That's what I remember.
Oh,
They're like, oh, it's so Midwest, the green Jello or the red Jello
oh.
with the
See,
with the
I see. Being in the
oranges.
hospital often enough in my early years,
Yeah.
orange Jello I like, but the lemon and the lime, the green and yellow, I'm like, no. Where's
Not
the red?
happening.
Where's the cherry or the strawberry or something yellow? Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
ambrosia salad?
oh,
Do you guys know
ooh.
what that is? I think that's like the marshmallow, the coconut, the mandarin oranges, maybe apples in it or something. I think that's what that salad is. That's a
Let
very
us
Midwest
know.
salad too. Or
Ooh,
South.
Polish tradition pierogies. Deanna.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I love that little
Oh,
tradition thing. It
someone
just
from Argentina,
ooh.
Guatemala.
Oh, Michael Blue from New York said they either had lasagna or ham.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
lasagnas.
But see, that's the thing that is so fun to hear is because you during certain holidays or whether it be faith-based or cultural based or heritage or tradition or whatever, it's so fun that those are the elements that really come out because you
Yeah,
may not do it often enough throughout the year, but it's like, no, this is where we're really going to celebrate and,
yeah.
you know,
Well, you know
honor
what
the
we used to
thing.
do on my mom's side? She was Swedish and Norwegian. And so after Thanksgiving, if we had leftover mashed potatoes, we made lefse. Have you ever heard of lefse? No?
No.
You and I will have to do that. So you take the
Lefse.
mashed lefse, it's Norwegian, and you
Oh,
take
yeah.
flour and butter and you mix it with the potatoes, and then you roll it out like a tortilla and you grill it, put it on a grill, um, not a griddle, not a grill, a griddle, and then you put butter and cinnamon sugar and you roll it up. Oh my gosh,
Really?
so good. Yeah,
It almost sounds like you're almost making a gnocchi.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's the Italian noodle. Yeah, potato noodle. But no, this is lefse. So yeah, I'll
Mm.
teach you how to make it. So easy,
Wow.
and you make it super thin, super super thin, and then you roll it up. So
And isn't that so funny? Because a lot of meals are different versions of someone else's culture. Like that would remind me of more the Hispanic or Mexican or something like that. The tortilla,
yeah,
the tortilla thing.
yeah. But no, the potato
Or,
and yeah, it
yeah.
just Norwegians butter, potatoes butter, sour cream. That's all the
Listen, you can never go wrong with butter. Butter,
no
butter, butter.
butter, butter.
Well, I need some more light on in here. It's, with daylight time and everything, it's getting
It's
dark.
it's dark at like 4:30. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a crepe. Someone asked if it was like a crepe.
Oh,
Almost like a crepe.
yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Swedish. Okay, let's talk about Little People, Big World. Okay, let's
Well, we'll
get
go
into it.
quickly through that.
Yeah. Well, I think there's some good things. Wasn't it fun when we were at Top Burmese Bistro and that
Oh, yeah.
robot came and
Yeah.
served us? That
Yeah.
was so fun. I didn't expect that. Did you? To
No,
have
I
that?
didn't expect it, and it was a little different. It was very cool. The food was very good at this restaurant, downtown
Oh,
Hillsboro. It was very, very good. But it
it
did
was,
feel weird to me to have this robot because it was like I'm talking to a machine
yeah,
and it hears me and
yeah.
it's answering me like what?
I know it
So
was
anyway,
weird. It was weird, but the food was
yeah.
excellent.
Oh no, the
Top
food was
Me
good.
in Beaverton, Oregon. If you're out
Wait,
this
what?
way, the name of the restaurant was Top
It was
Burmese.
in Hillsboro.
No, it was in Beaverton. Was it in Hillsboro? No.
Yes, it was in Hillsboro.
Sorry, Hillsboro, Hillsboro.
Yeah, it was
I
in
was thinking
Hillsboro.
Beaverton. We were gonna go to some place in Beaverton, and then
Yes.
yeah, okay, okay. But
Yes.
that was really
Come
fun.
on, I
That
got to
was
give a
really fun.
shout out to my downtown Hillsboro. They're going
Okay,
through major
okay.
changes right now.
I know, I know. Well, the last few weeks have been more farm stuff, pumpkin season, which you've
Yeah.
posted some things.
No,
You haven't.
pumpkin season didn't air already, did it?
No, you
No.
guys have been debating whether you're going to do it
Yeah.
or not. But you've posted pictures and you were there.
Oh, did
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
Oh.
Different
I'm
costumes.
so far, you guys, I am
I
so
know.
far behind on social media. I really had a no, I won't mention that. Okay, whatever.
Wait a minute.
Because you got to keep watching the episode. 5
Oh,
episodes have aired. I think we have 5 more. So we're halfway through this season. So,
halfway already.
along with all of those holiday movies that I so love, try and find some time to finish out our story and watch the 5 episodes left of Little People Big World of this season.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, on last or this week's season, you had mentioned that you kind of feel you wish you would have bought Matt out.
Yeah.
Do you still kind of feel that way, or what are you thinking?
The there's a little part of me that, it's one of those. At the time, it was overwhelming for me. At the
I
time, it
remember.
was a financial huge thing. Um, and it reminded me I should have had a little more confidence in taking that risk instead of playing it safe. And I played it safe. But so it is what it is. Matt owns, I've said this more than once, Matt owns it now. We all know It's up for short rental. I'm not a fan of that, but
Yeah,
you
you
know,
guys can rent it for the weekend or for a
but
week.
he owns the property, and he's going to make whatever choices he makes. It doesn't really matter what I think or what I say and stuff. But yeah, there's a little part of me that I wish I would have taken that chance, that risk, and bought him out of the farmhouse property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So to kind of go through that, you had just lost your mom. You
Yeah.
were engaged to Chris. You
Yeah.
weren't married yet. You were looking to either
Yeah.
that or buy a house. There
Well,
was so much
I wasn't
going on.
engaged at the time. Thinking about buying him out happened a
Are
whole
you
year
sure?
earlier.
A whole year earlier, really?
Yes, it happened like in 2018 because it took me all of 2019 to find a house. No,
Hmm.
this all happened
Well, I
at
guess
least
the episode.
2018.
Okay, all right. But I mean, you had so much chaos going on
Yeah.
and people saying, when are you moving? When are you getting
Yeah.
out? You need to be on your own. And there was a lot, there was so much pressure. And, you know, as a friend, I just think you did the right thing in taking
I did
care
the
of
right thing
yourself.
at the time. Now looking back, gosh, 4 years. Um, it's like a lot of things. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I've learned from it. I don't have a lot of time to take those kind of chances financially because just getting closer to retirement. I mean, I don't have a lot of time to recover if something were to
Right,
go south. So,
right, right. Well, and let's say this, the amount that the house went up for sale, it has not sold because the market has changed here.
well, yeah, the market has changed and everything
Hello.
else. So, yeah.
The market has changed here. So
Well,
you
yeah.
wouldn't have made big bucks, but
Well,
again,
I
you would
wouldn't
have
have, but
sold it to your,
that
yeah,
wouldn't have been my thing if I
right. You
bought
would
him
have
out.
sold to
I
one of
would
the
have
kids.
tried to figure it out something with the kids. That would have
Yeah,
been but it is what it is. And Matt's doing what he thinks he needs to do. And,
yeah.
like anyone else, they would have too. So,
Well, I don't know if I agree with that, but it's family.
well, that's why
It's
we're
family.
friends because we
I
may
know.
not always agree, but hey,
Right.
woohoo.
But again, it was family, and so there were a lot
Yeah.
of different factors. So
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I still believe that
yeah, you
there
agree
could
with
have
me
been
on that.
something
Yeah,
to have been
worked
worked
out.
out, but it
Yeah,
didn't. And so there comes to a point where you just need to move on. You need to learn how to break down those walls
yeah,
and figure out, okay, this is the new situation. How do I deal with it?
yeah.
That's comfortable enough for me without totally brushing everything aside.
Mhm.
And it's a fine balance.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I think you assumed that your thoughts on maybe passing it down to the kids would have
Yeah.
gone through Matt, but obviously it
But
didn't
not
go
being
that
a
way.
part of a lot of those discussions, I may have not
Yeah,
known certain things, and I wish I would have, but
yeah,
it is
yeah.
what it is. So
It is.
we all know
So,
that some people have already stayed in the house, so that's interesting.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, people have rented it already?
yeah, the short rental.
That's
Yeah,
weird. That was your
yeah.
house. That was your master
It's
bedroom. Ew,
well, it'd
that's
just
kind
be
of,
like you know, um, I think it just makes it hard because it's so personal to me. And that's
ugh,
a house I'd lived in for what almost 30 years, and or 28 years, 29 years, or something like that.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
30 years. Yeah, 30 years or whatever.
Almost
Um,
30, yeah. Crazy.
but it's like, the house that I grew up in. My parents eventually sold it. So I go by and it still looks the same.
Yeah,
And, but,
yeah.
someone
There's
else has
movement.
made it into its home. But this is a little different because it's short rental. There's no one living there.
Right,
So,
right,
but
right.
anyway.
Well, I'll say, moving on, Zach had his friend Mikey come out and they had their family. And I think the most
You know what?
awesome,
Hey, hang on here.
yeah.
Vernon said, please remember to remind your live stream families if they have not pressed the like button to like this live stream.
Oh,
I'm not really sure what that means, but that would be great if you guys did, if you like the live stream. So anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
Press the
Okay.
like
Well,
button or something
press the like button.
before
Um,
they log off. But anyway,
Okay. Okay. Well, I love that Zach's friend Mikey came out and his family, and that Jackson had a friend, and everyone has been texting on here about that race, the running race between Jackson and Michael, who was the same age. That was awesome. Those
yeah,
kids down at the beach, they had a
yeah,
race at the beach. I
yeah,
loved that.
yeah.
That was, I'll tell you, there were so many heartfelt memories, or not memories, but just watching the show this week was really emotional because number one, you had Zach and Tori and Mikey and his wife talking about some losses that they'd have with children because of dwarfism. And
Yeah.
then they really talked about the kids and how they haven't, at this point, as far as they know as parents, realized that they're different.
Hmm.
And and I think this is a good question for you,
Yeah.
when did you figure out you were different and how did that affect you? Because they're worried about it, but you've already lived that. So,
Hmm.
what are your thoughts?
Who was worried about it? Zach and Tori or the other
All
parents?
of them. They were
Yeah, all
both
of them. Yeah.
saying that the kids at this point don't really realize.
I think the biggest thing is parents definitely make a folder in the back of your mind and don't push it so far back because you're going to have to bring that folder out again. Because there's going to be often many times that you're going to have to come back and kind of help your kids muddle through life because they're different. Whether it be 5 years old, whether it be 8 years old, whether it be 10 years old, whether it be into the dating, whether it be into sports,
Right.
whether it be, just being liked. Every kid goes through some element of this. But as I
Every
mentioned
kid.
before, being physically different, a little person, dwarfism, just like if you're the only whatever race in a community, that is that extra layer that you're dealing with, or a different culture. When you have a physical difference, such as, being in a wheelchair or being a little person or something, we all go through similar things, but there's an extra layers that we need to work through as well to get to the point of, okay, I think I'm on the playing field now. But sometimes if you take too long to get yourself on the playing field,
Hmm.
everyone else has long gone because you're working through the process of, what do I think of myself as a little person? What are people going to think? What are they going to say? What if this happens? What if this happens? Oh, I can't do that because if that happened, then they're going to make fun of me. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's the same adage of the what ifs that people play. I think I wrote a little bit of this in my book. I probably knew I was different. You know, I may have not been able to comprehend what that meant, but I'd
Hmm.
say 4 or 5 years old because I was scared to go to school.
That's
But
right. The
why
first
would I
day of
have been
school,
but why would
right?
I have been afraid to go to school? I mean, is it to me, it was because I knew I was different. I wasn't sure how people would respond to it. My family's okay. My family's my family. I felt comfortable in that environment. So was part of that because I was getting outside of the comfortableness of my environment, just like any kid, whether you're different or different race or
Right.
whatever, or, something like
Or
that.
culture. Yeah.
And so every kid will face that differently. Every kid will respond to it differently. And there's a lot of kids, if they're, you know, kind of the only one in their environment, meaning if you're the only, African American kid going to your school, if you're the only Indian person going to your school, or if you're the only someone that's,
Well,
culturally going to
here's
that school.
someone just commented they were abused and they didn't want to go to school having their friends know they were abused at
Yeah.
home and being different. Just being different,
Yeah.
it's everybody goes through that. But then again, having that layer, like you're saying, you've got that already, and then being having dwarfism on top of that. was just another added feature to that.
And so when you say being different or having certain things happen to you, there's it's that's a that's going down a rabbit hole because there's so many factors that can go into what impacts that individual on
Mhm.
why they don't think they're worthy of being liked or something. You could have the greatest parents that encourage you, that support you, whatever, but there's something within you that may have just got lost for a little bit. And so to me, my saving grace was my faith. And yes, I got bullied, I got laughed at, I got teased. I also probably put connotations or certain things
On
on my
yourself.
friends that were
Sure.
never there,
Oh,
but I
interesting.
assumed they were because come on. You got to be asking me, something. You want me to be a part of you want me to come to your party? Why? Like
Yeah.
there's a reason behind it.
And you did,
Instead
and
of
it really wasn't. Yeah.
no, instead of just taking it as maybe they really like me. So
Yeah.
everyone is different. I mean, the biggest thing that we get on, our show, obviously, I get a lot of questions asked. Number one, why would I have kids? Knowing that I'm a little person, Matt's a little person, the chances of having a little person child, I mean, is that kind of hurtful? Because, well, what difference does it make? Yes and no. But I thought, but this is my chance to say no. I'm
Mhm.
going to have kids because if they're meant to be a little person, it is God's purpose and reason. And this is going to be a great addition to our world.
And what did your dad used to always say?
Oh, God doesn't make mistakes. There's a reason and purpose you are here, Amy.
Yeah. And look at
And
this.
so, people I know have asked me anyway. I don't know about Zach and Tori, but oh, you're going to have a new grandson. What is it going to be? Is it going to be a little person or this? And I don't really take offense to that because not everyone can be educated on everything
Right.
about a culture, a race, a disability, or
But
whatever.
that's why you are here on this purpose, because
Yeah.
after how many years you've been on TV, you've educated people,
But I
and
still get the question.
you still get the question. You still
And
get
I
the
can't
question.
afford to be offended by that anymore because fortunately, I'm a lot better within my own skin at my age. But I look at it as you can go away and still think whatever you think. I'm not here, that is what it is. But if I have an opportunity to help people to understand or get a better perspective or information on
Hmm.
maybe little people or dwarfism, or yes, we have a 50-50 chance at this, or blah, blah, blah. I consider it natural for people to be inquisitive, to inquire about something that, yeah, maybe they should know, but with the instant information that we have right now, people don't take the time to think.
Right,
And
right.
so I'd rather have them ask than go away assuming something else.
Well, and I think that Zach made a good point on there. He said, I truly realized, because he loved soccer, when all of a sudden the big goals came on and they wouldn't let him play anymore.
Yeah.
And somebody else had mentioned, I think it was Mikey's wife or maybe Mikey, when they'd say, okay, we're so far ahead, you can just go up and kick a goal in.
Yeah.
That's not right.
No,
Treat
no,
people with respect and
no.
dignity, and it doesn't matter. I mean, let's all play
Because
together.
that's not really including them in the actual game and experience of playing.
Yeah. So
one of the
anybody
reason
out there listening, please. Yeah.
One of the things I think that happened to Zach too, he may or may not know this, is because of his height, they did not want him. They said, well, he may not be able to play because of his height, and he's playing against average sized kids. When you kick the ball, their foot is raised at his head level.
Oh,
And so, and I get it to a
interesting.
point, because now you're dealing with the club's liability. Now you're dealing with the team liability. Now you're dealing with parents. And you got a lot of parents that are looking at, this kid, oh, well, our team's going to lose, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're only in fourth grade. Are you guys
Mm-hmm.
kidding me? Or we're
Mm-hmm.
only in sixth grade and this is still a rec team, whatever it may be. And so to a point, I get it. But as a parent, it's like, you don't think that has crossed my mind? You don't think my kid already knows that?
Right. You're a mom. That's just
It's
what
like,
you think.
but you
Yeah.
don't know how parents will respond.
Yeah.
And so, Zach knew the game. Zach knows the game of soccer. He is an
He's
awesome
brilliant.
coach,
But you did
good
too.
player.
You set that example though,
Yeah,
Amy.
but
You
I
set
I
that
never played
example.
soccer, but
No, but you coached and you
yeah,
were awesome. So
yeah.
yeah, he
So
got
I'm
that
just
from you.
glad that he had the opportunity to go to the school that he did and have the opportunity to play.
Awesome.
Um, and just watching him and Jeremy play, I've said this before. I tell you, it was like a ballet dance because you know Jeremy trusted Zachary. Zachary knew what
They were
Jeremy could
twins.
do with the
Yes.
ball,
Yeah.
but on a field, it's about trust. And so sometimes the players wouldn't always trust Zachary because, they would forget they're in the game. You want to win. But it's
Right.
like, no, if
He
Zach
knew.
tells you, if Zach tells you to go there, you better go there because he will get the ball to you. No
Yeah.
questions asked. But
But
anyway,
that's twin power too.
yeah.
They had their own little thing going on.
So
I
no,
love
it
that.
was a good episode of what is happening today when parents talk about, their little dwarf children compared to when I really didn't know a lot of people that were having kids and, stuff like that. And I was just pretty much flying by the seat of my pants. And I really relied on, how I was raised by my parents. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
They're
life
great.
is tough out there. It's not going to be easy. And
They
and
were
you can't
realists.
expect life to be paved out for you just because you're different or different race or you hope that it will be better and most often it is today,
Right, right.
but you still have got your part of just who you are is about believing and knowing who you are, having the
Yeah.
confidence regardless of what someone says or what someone thinks or what some books and laws or whatever. um,
Well,
Life is full of challenges, and you become a better person once you overcome those challenges. But don't guilt someone into doing something for you or feeling something some way or something like that just
yeah.
because you're different, a different race, a different culture. And I'm not saying a lot of people have not had a worse life than me. I'm not saying that at all. But there has to be a point that not everyone's going to get it all the time. And our job is every day continually to keep those pathways of communication open instead of shutting it down because we're going to lambaste someone for
Hmm.
saying the wrong thing one
Right,
time.
right, right. Well,
Sorry,
Keely,
I got on
that's
my
a,
soapbox there
no,
for a minute.
I love it. I love it. Keely asked, what is the chance of Jeremy, Molly, or Jacob having a dwarf baby?
Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob would have the same chance as anybody else of having my type of dwarfism for a child. It's a random thing of the genes. Now, all four of my kids do carry the gene of Matt's dwarfism because his is recessive.
Oh,
So, recessive means if you carry it, your partner or spouse also has to carry it for you to have the chances of having Matt's kind of dwarfism. And so, Jeremy, Molly, and Zach most likely would not. I mean, the chances are always there, but
mm-hmm.
it's
Interesting.
pretty low, pretty low.
Well, thank you for sharing and being so heartwarming about feelings and what you've gone through and different things, because I know that just in general, you feel, even I felt growing up like I
Yeah.
was different. I had different parents and all sorts of things. My parents were older. They were married 17 years before they even had me. And I was the only child. And it's like, oh my gosh, my parents are so old. I don't even want them coming to school. Or, you everybody
That's
wants
how my brother feels.
well, but everybody is trying to be similar or try to fit in. And
Yeah.
so that's the issue. And then on top of that, having other things attached. It's just, a lot. So that episode was
Yeah.
very educational. I loved that episode, this last one,
Yeah.
where they're concerned, but at the same time they have great kids. So
Well, I think
it'll
it's
be
it's
fine.
it's great to hear, like I said, from their perspective because they're living in a different time than
Mhm.
when we were raising our kids or when I was raising the kids. We didn't have social media and all this ability to communicate with different people or get input or have other people give input and they have no idea what they're inputting on, but they want to give it anyway.
Right, right.
And so it definitely is a different time, but in the end, it is very, very similar. I'm not going to say the same, but it's very, very similar. We're still dealing with individuals, even today, of
Hmm.
wanting to be loved, but you don't want to be loved by everyone.
But
You
belong. You want to
you
belong to something.
you want to be loved, you want to be a part of something, but it's more than just being loved, being a part of something, being included and stuff like that. It's like taking ownership of who you are before you're allowing all these other things to take ownership of you.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
like developing that self. And it doesn't mean you have all the confidence and you're not afraid of anything and fear's not entering the picture and you're not dealing with this and that and you got family issues or kid issues or relationship issues or anything like that. You still have all of that going on.
Yeah,
But just taking ownership of some little part of your life enough so that you're not riding the waves of life and it's just
yeah,
tossing you to and fro. It's like, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Who do
yeah.
I want to be? And knowing that my purpose for right now is this, but that purpose could change because
Right,
seasons of life change.
right.
So to me, it's like, how do we get these kids? Social media does not own you.
No, no.
Okay. These opinions of all these people you have
Yeah,
never heard of do not own you.
but kids
Try
see
and
it differently.
filter.
Yeah.
I know they do.
Well, being real, and I think just kind of wrapping this up, um, I'm really, uh, I'm so happy that your producer, Patrick Bachman, I'm going to mention his name because he's been working on this series for a long time, and for
Oh
him,
yeah, Patrick Bachman. Yeah.
yeah, this last episode was just beautiful. It just was real, and people are commenting on here. It was real, and
Well,
so that's what
I
people want to see. They don't
yeah.
want to see all this fake
Well,
stuff.
a lot of times we don't have as much opportunity because in my world, reality TV has definitely changed from when we first started. And so,
But you have never changed from being a scripted show, or this
no,
is your life. This
yeah,
is real. I know it. I've known you now for what, 13 years, 12 years,
yeah,
13 years. This is real. They don't
yeah,
make this stuff up.
no. No. Well,
So
I
I
meant
have to
the
say,
the the part of like I've always thanked you and Deb for being a part of the show because you're willing to be a part of the show. Not everyone that we have a part of our life is necessarily willing to be a part of our show because the connotation of reality can be positive or negative.
yeah,
And
right. It doesn't
um
mean it's always sunshine and unicorns.
yeah. And so boy,
Right,
I
right.
clean myself up here. And so you know, so sometimes when stories like this are happen, we wish
Yeah,
more of them could happen like that. We just may not necessarily have those individuals that we'd like to be a part of it because they're a part of our life or we'd like to get to know or something like that. that are willing to do that. So
Right.
this was a great opportunity. Like
Yeah,
our
I loved
friends,
it.
Chris and I, our friends Lisa and Art Fletcher were willing to,
The other Lisa and Art
yeah,
Fletcher.
Lisa and Art
Lisa and Art.
Fletcher were willing to play pickleball with us. So I'm very grateful that they were, willing to do that. And because it was fun, it's part of
Yeah,
our life. It's what we're doing, and so yeah,
yeah. Well, I'm excited for the next episode that's coming out next week.
yeah.
We won't say much, but they did post that it is a surprise birthday party for Chris. That's in the trailer, so you will see that. And we had a blast. So please stay tuned and watch that. Um, and then I think we better, Amy, it's 5:15.
I
It's
know.
5:15.
Listen, give the code for the thing, and then I want to go through these questions that some people have asked.
Yes. Well, I'm going to give the code, but I want to say something first. We are now offering a special membership with a 30-day trial
Oh yeah, it's going to be
to
fun, people.
join our little group. We've built this community with all of you in here. We love you, and we are starting a new, like a membership where you can pick cupcake, pancake, or cheesecake.
Yeah,
There we go. And
you
for
can go on the site and get more information. Yeah.
yes, and it's amyjroloff.com/membership. So there it is right there. Thanks, Naveed. So you can be a cupcake member and get pre-recorded bonus show, live chats,
Well, you don't
Q&A
have to
with
read the whole
Amy.
thing.
I know, but I want people to know what we're doing.
Oh,
You can be a pancake membership where it's pre-recorded bonus show, but then you get like discount on products and all of the above, and you get a Q&A with Amy once a month. And then for cheesecake, you can get a Q&A once a month, cooking with Amy, which we've been doing the cooking with Amy now for probably a year and a half, where people join on a Zoom call and you make a recipe with them, and
yeah.
it's awesome.
And
So
we just don't do cooking. We chat. I get to know the individuals
yeah, it's very
and
personable,
things like
very
that. Yeah.
personable. So anyway, amyjrolf.com membership.
I'm just saying, those are pretty cute names. Come on,
I
people.
love them. I
Cupcake,
love them.
pancake, cheesecake. Yum.
I know, but just cooking with you is so fun. So,
Yeah.
before we were just taking people who had subscribed through the email, our email membership, but now you can actually do some Q&A and have some fun. So, if you want to meet Amy online with our cooking or some of the different things Q&A, the first month is complimentary, and then if you do a year membership, you get 6 months free. I think Naveed said 6 months, 50% off. So just letting you know, you can do a 1 year thing. Great for Christmas gifts. Anyway, just putting it out there. All right.
Stay
Now that,
tuned. Stay tuned for a January live.
yes. And we're also coming up with a cookbook that should be out January or February. So look for that. Right now, we do have a cookbook that's online that you can download, but we'll have an actual covered physical cookbook to buy. And then, okay, are you guys ready? Drum roll. What is the code saying for today?
We can tell that that Lisa got creative here.
So to get an apron and fudge, start typing in happy holidays. That is our code. So we will have 4 lucky winners that will win a holiday apron and fudge. So start typing in happy holidays, and we have somebody who's monitoring here, and they will pick 4 winners: a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and what's the other one? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
YouTube.
YouTube. Thank you. And you're getting a double.
Someone did say we do ship overseas, but it's just for the apron. So this is random. We'll let you know. You just
Food
email
products
Lisa.
we can't ship, but when we choose here, and it'll be a few minutes, then you'll email me, and we'll put the email address on the screen as well. Okay, Amy, get to some questions.
Okay, some questions. Any motorcycle trips planned for 2023? The word has it that Chris let me know of is that I think we might be planning a trip to Wyoming. I think it's Wyoming. Yeah. So that'll be fun. Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Wait, where is that guy? Can he come and say hi?
Chris, can you say hi? He took a shower. He's been sick for a few days.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's been sick.
He's taking care of the garbage.
Oh, if that isn't real, I don't know what isn't. I mean, really.
He'll be here in a minute.
Okay, cool.
Okay, someone just asked, when does your new cookbook come out? We're taking all of the recipes that I put on social media and on Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen, and we're combining that into a book form, because a lot of you guys have asked, yes, you love the online stuff, but you want the actual book that you can have and, stuff like that. So that's what we're doing.
Very cool.
That's going to be coming probably early next year.
Yes. Almost.
Oh,
done.
what's your favorite thing about each other? I would have to say one of my favorite things about Lisa is that she's like a sister to me. We may not always agree on everything, but we still love each other. We're still friends. And she is my Ethel to my Lucy.
Yes, we are Ethel and Lucy.
And I think a lot of it is respect. We understand our gifts and our talents, our faults and our not. Meaning, I probably have a lot more faults than she does.
No, see, why do you say that? No,
because she is a great person behind the scenes. So,
well, and that's I have to agree with you. Our sisterhood together. It's like if you see us shopping in a store. One day we were trying to pick out things for a nonprofit to donate, and we were picking out. And I go, I like this. You go, well, I like this. No, we're not getting this. And I go, no, we're not getting this. And someone actually came up to us and said, "Are you
guys are awesome?"
Yeah. Because we both stand up for what we believe in, but we also have mutual respect for each other. But
we have fun. We have fun in it. It's not like we were fighting or anything. We were just kind of tit for tat type of thing.
So I have to say, we went to a movie.
Where'd you go?
Where'd Chris go? Oh, he was out of there.
He actually took out the garbage. He couldn't put it down to come and say hi, but he will be here.
Okay. So I have to say, Amy and I went to a movie together about 3 weeks ago. Is that right?
Yeah.
And had a blast. And then we went into that photo booth.
We didn't even know what we were doing.
Okay, so a photo booth. Didn't it used to be $1 and you get 4 or 5 pictures of black and white? Okay, by the time we left that photo booth.
Oh, here comes the man.
Oh, there he is.
How you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. See, there's Instagram.
Okay.
He's not feeling very well. He's recuperating, right?
We both have colds, but Amy still made me go out and put up Christmas lights. So that's what I've been doing.
What a guy.
It's looking good, too.
It's
looking good. It's looking better than it did last year, I think. Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'll come out there. He's the guy. He's the man.
That's awesome, Chris.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, very good. So
will you be doing any?
Oh, wait. Let me finish my story. Wait.
Sorry.
So we were in the photo booth, and again, we're thinking $1. Amy pulls out $1. Here, put that in the machine. And I'm like, no, it's $7. And so then I'm like, okay, so then you have to put your credit card in. And by the time we were done, it was $27. And we didn't even pick the pictures that we liked. Because
I think we messed up somewhere.
We pushed the wrong buttons. Anyway, I just had to say we have fun. Okay, anyway. Naveed has our winners. So let's go ahead and announce our winners.
Well, I wanted to do a few more questions.
Well, we can.
Will you be doing any speaking or cooking events in Michigan? I wish.
Ooh.
If anyone wants me to, guess what? If anyone wants me to read a story to their classroom, I would love to do that. So if you're a teacher and you just want, it'd be Zoom, obviously.
Yeah.
But I would be glad to read a story or a book or something like that to your, classroom, your kindergarten, first, second, or whatever. But no, I don't have any upcoming speaking engagements or cooking things. I usually do speaking engagements, but I'd be glad to join someone or something of that sort. So I'm here.
We even had an invitation this week. I haven't talked to you yet, but do you remember Barry Vaudrin? He had a cruise show. Well, he asked if we were interested in putting together some kind of a celebrity cruise thing again. So,
Huh.
yeah. So anyway, if
That
you're
might
out
be
there,
kind of
Barry,
fun. Would you guys
oh,
go on a cruise in 2024?
with
Ooh,
Amy, ooh.
that might be
So
kind of
yeah,
fun.
I know. Okay. All right, Naveed, let's do some winners because we'll still talk after that. Okay. Go ahead, Naveed. I'm going to tell him.
So yeah, just check out Amy Roloff's Little Kitchen. We've got some great recipes out there. I've been a little slow at getting some of those out because just being sick and having just the time and everything and wrapping up this season. But we're going full swing with the membership, with cooking, and just doing some cooking with you guys. So look forward to 2023.
All right. Okay. Facebook, Tracy Davis Brown. You are one of our winners for
Facebook, Tracy Davis Brown.
Okay, apron and fudge. YouTube is Emily Pinto. Emily Pinto
On YouTube.
on YouTube. Twitter is Michelle
Cote.
Cote.
Cote, probably.
Wasn't
Michelle
she-
Cote, Twitter.
Was she one of our cooking people? That name sounds familiar. Oh well.
I've cooked with so many people, I can't remember.
Okay, and then Instagram is Carolyn Montgomery at Sweeblue1. Okay, keep that on there for a minute so I can.
So hopefully, yeah, Facebook, Tracy Davis Brown. YouTube, Emily Pinto. Twitter, Michelle Cote. IG, Carolyn Montgomery. She is at Sweeblue1.
So email me at arlittlekitchen@gmail.com. We have it right there. If we've announced your name, please email me and send your address, and we will send you, and let me know if you want a snow globe or the holiday apron design that has kind of this little Christmas ornament and the sprigs of holly, or if you want the snow globe one. So thank you so much, you guys. Where'd Amy go? She just left. What's going on? Oh, look what she's got. Oh, let's see that.
Well, we got to wrap this up because I've got something else to do at 6. But we've been on for an hour and a half, people. Oh my goodness, what in the world? But
Okay,
I just
what
want
is
to
that?
thank everyone for joining us, for being a part of this. I hope you guys had fun. We had fun with it. Just talking about the holidays. I really want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever it may be. But just get in the spirit. But don't let the spirit and the hope of the holidays end here. Bring it into the new year. But I tell you, this is our cookbook holder, book holder. I did the recipe that I'm hoping to send to Naveed, and but
producer.
see my notes on here. But you can stick a notepad, you can stick your iPad, your phone, a cookbook, whatever it may be. But I tell you, I love it. It's
Lift it up.
locally made. It's sustainable wood. What?
Lift it up a little because we can't see the logo. There you go. What else does it do besides look at your? And
You
what
can
is
use
that?
this for a last minute whatever. It's a
Charcuterie
cute little
board,
charcuterie board or whatever you may want. But I
cutting
tell you,
board.
I love it. And you don't have to always have it in the kitchen. You can have it wherever. If you're doing your little podcast or whatever, this can hold up your notes and it'd be right there for you. But anyway, I hope you guys check it out because I'm really a fan of this. I'm really happy with this product.
Awesome. So we've got fudge, we have that cookbook stand, we've got merchandise like t-shirts and sweatshirts.
Just some fun stuff, just to
Fun
kind of
stuff. For
either keep
holiday.
you
Oh, look,
warm or
look at that. There you go.
yeah,
There's a sweatshirt. Comes in those colors. I love those. Those are so comfortable.
that's a
Oh,
good one.
that is really cute. That Christmas
I
stocking.
personally like the teddy bears,
Oh,
the
right.
teddy bear and the dog. Yes,
Yes. Okay,
that's
the
what I
dog
like.
without the patch over the eye, the dog definitely looks like Daisy.
Oh no, the dog.
The
Yeah,
ears. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So and they're
But
so
anyway,
soft. Oh, look at that. How cute.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
See,
so
look at that.
we've lots of fun stuff for Christmas merchandise, gift to gifts, gifts for friends, for yourself. I mean, sometimes I shop just and I like that. I'm getting that for me,
Okay,
right?
let's give a few shout outs here once before we
Okay.
take off.
Okay.
We've
Let's
got oh, someone was here for the first time. Well, thank you, Kat, for being here for
ooh,
the first time. I really
ooh.
appreciate that. You picked a good time. Uh,
Lillian
everyone's wishing us
Nelson.
a happy new year, happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
where's
that.
the new puppy? She's probably sleeping in her bed. Oh, it's been cold and rainy here. She
Uh,
is so antsy to get out. So we're having some nice weather this coming up few days. So I
we
am
are.
walking. I'm going
We
out there
are.
and walk. Yes, we are. It may be cold, but at least the sun's out.
I love that. That's great.
We've
So
got Maryland. We've got Pennsylvania,
Greenville, Mississippi. Hello.
Daytona.
Oh, my son went to Embry-Riddle in Daytona Beach. Springfield, Ohio.
We have
Ronald,
New
which one?
Jersey. Yeah, Tennessee.
Susan Chisholm. Thank you. Great seeing you too. Becky Aldridge says, "Hope you and Chris feel better."
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
I mean, what
stuff
a
knows.
trooper. I know. We talked Monday and your voice was like 3 octaves lower. And
I
I'm like,
know.
oh, we're not going to be able to do Thursday. There's no way. And you go, no, this life goes on. That's
Life
what you
goes on,
told me.
people. Life goes on.
Yeah.
We've got Massachusetts, Flint, Michigan. We've got
Arkansas,
San
Philadelphia,
Francisco, Ontario, Long Island,
Oklahoma.
North Carolina, Saskatchewan,
Latrina.
Kentucky.
Latrina said she is here from Florida. It's her first time.
Oh,
Welcome.
wow. Yeah.
I
Thank
mean, we're
you.
like a little family. Don't you think
Someone's
this
from the
is?
Smoky Mountains, Las Vegas,
Oh,
Minnesota,
oh.
from
Marlene.
Michigan, Sturgis.
Marlene said
Wow.
she teaches third grade and would love to have you read. So just do the
Yeah,
arlittlecitchen@gmail.com.
that'd be
Reach
great.
out to me and then I'll pass it on to Amy.
Well, sometimes I know after the holidays, teachers are looking for different things, for their kids and stuff like that. And January and February and March are always those kind of months to do that. So I'd be glad to
That'd be
pick a
fun.
time that works out for both of us, and yeah, reach to your classroom.
We had Brazil, welcome. Joliet, Illinois,
Yakima,
Chile,
Washington,
New Zealand. We get a lot of Instagram. Sao Paulo, Brazil,
Quebec
Texas.
City, Canada,
Wow.
North Georgia.
Ooh,
I've been to
Angela.
Quebec City.
It's her first time. I'm glad people are here today. That's really fun.
I know,
New
me too.
people.
Well, you
Oh,
guys, we got to sign off.
oh my gosh, it's been
Yeah,
an hour and a half. I know.
yeah.
We,
I got a
let's
thing to
keep
go
going
to
on
at
though.
6. Nova Scotia, New York City. Okay, this is one of my dream things to do, is to go to New York City in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
Go to the theater, maybe see the Rockettes, just go to Rockefeller Center. I
Let's
mean,
do it. Let's do it next year.
if I could do that one year, that's definitely on my bucket list, just to, New York City during the holidays. Yeah.
Yeah, let's plan that. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. I'd love to. I want to do ice skating at
Yeah. Rockefeller
the
Center.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I could do that.
Well, guys, I hope you
All
guys stay
right.
safe. And if you're traveling or driving, but just really enjoy the holidays with your family or friends. And don't let hope die after the season. And help it to remind you that it's the spirit of love, giving, peace, hope, and joy.
Amen. Amen.
And serve somewhere, give back to something.
Give back to something. I
Yeah.
hear you.
Or someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right,
right.
guys. Merry
Remember
Christmas. Happy New Year.
And remember to be kind, think kind, and stay kind.
All
We love
right.
you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.